Hello and welcome back to the Product Academy. My name is Javier Roldán, and again, hello and welcome back to the Product Academy. My name is Javier Roldán, and as an experimentation lead, I help teams do good experiments in order to develop our products in the best possible way. Today, we are going to talk about representativeness. I will explain what is and why is important representativeness in A/B testing. Again, I will explain what is and why representativeness is important in A/B testing. In the previous lesson, we saw that a good sample must allow us to apply the learnings we obtain from it to the entire audience. We have seen the importance of volume when defining a sample. But volume, it's not the only question we need to take care when defining a sample. We must also ensure that our sample represents correctly our audience. Let's see what we have to take into account when selecting our sample to ensure that it represents our audience. Business cycles, seasonality. Depends on the industry, there is different business cycles and seasonalities. Within a day, for example, morning versus evenings. Within a week, for example, Mondays versus Saturdays. Within a month. In our case, marketplaces have to take care of weekly seasonality. The graphs that we see shows real data from one of our marketplaces. It is a common pattern in all of our marketplaces. We see a marked, again, the graphs that we see shows real data from one of our marketplaces. It is a common pattern. In all of our marketplaces, we see a marked intraday and intra-week cycle, but blurs on a monthly basis. Random selection. In order to ensure that we are not adding bias when selecting our sample, we need to do it randomly. Ensuring random selection is one of the main functions of A/B test tools. Minor factors, but also important to consider when running an A/B test. For example, population changes. It means that any significant shifts in the composition of the population of interest either during the test or after it. Imagine that while running an A/B test, a major competitor may launch a huge promotion. Probably this situation can affect our results. Novelty learning factors. A novelty effect is a positive or negative initial reaction to a change which is dampened at some, again, novelty learning factors. A novelty effect is a positive or negative initial reaction to a change. An example. If you are doing a major redesign of a well-known process from your users, again, an example. If you are doing a major redesign of a well-known process from your users, existing users are often a bit lost or curious in their first few interactions with the new design, resulting in worse or better results than the real. Let's summarize what we have learned today about representativeness. Why sample representativeness is important in A/B testing? We have learned also that we have to take care about seasonality, weekly seasonality in our case. We saw that random selection ensures we don't, again, we saw that random selection ensures we don't introduce bias when selecting our samples. And we have also learned that there are factors that can affect our results, external and internal factors. If you want to know more about the topics we have seen today, in these links you can find more information. Thank you very much and see you in the next lesson. Let's calculate the sample size.